I'm back. What do I have planned for today? Keep watching. Hi peoples, welcome to my channel, Bernie Playing with Makeup. My name is Bernadette. All my friends and subscribers call me Bernie. So if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn that notification bell, that way you will be notified every time I upload new videos just like this. As you see in the thumbnail, today's video is all about the new foundation from Givenchy, the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skincare-Matte Foundation. If you want to hear my thoughts and see how this foundation performs, what you are going to have to do is keep watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, be safe. Before we get into this video, I'm going to address my nails, which look a hot mess. In an upcoming video, I think the video is gonna go live before this video, I mentioned some gel nail polish that was sent to me for review, and the first time I used them, the next day they rolled off. So maybe I wanted to give them another try, so I painted my nails with them. They did the same thing. They rolled off starting like right here, and at that point I'm like, I need to get these off. I have soaked my nails in acetone. I've tried fine, I've tried everything. All of my nails are broken to get them off. And we're still working on this hand here. So that's what happened. Ignore it. I hope you guys are doing well. And if you're visiting, I hope today is the day that you decide to go ahead and join the growing Bernie Babes fam, who foundations were sent to me to review. I received these two. So I have the Dior Forever. This is the matte version. I already reviewed the hydrating one already on my channel. If you have not seen that video, I'm going to go ahead and link it in the cards right above there, and you can go and take a look at it. And then the one from Givenchy that I have, I already reviewed the Prisme Libre Skincare Glow Foundation. So I have a review of that I did last year when the foundation launched. I'm going to also link that in the cards above in case you haven't seen it yet. And this one here is the matte version of it. And what is it called? This is called the Prisme Libre Skincare-Matte Foundation. This foundation retails for $49. It comes in 35 shades. It is described as a skincare infusing 24-hour luminous matte foundation. Haven't swatched it. Got it in the same shade as I have the other one. So I have it in the shade W6W430. I'm quite interested in reviewing this one here because I have some things to talk about with Givenchy on this particular foundation. My skincare is already done. Today's SPF is this SPF right here. This is from Biossance. This is the Squalene Plus Zinc Super Sheer Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. A reminder, please make sure you are putting SPF on as a part of your skincare. My skin is prepped for a matte foundation. I'm going to go ahead and use a hydrating primer. I always do this whenever I'm using a matte foundation. And this is my favorite hydrating primer. Surprise, surprise, there's something from Fenty Beauty that I actually like. To be honest, I do like their complexion products. It's the other stuff, but it boosts me. How have you guys been doing? I hope everybody is doing well and everyone is safe. All right, before we get into the foundation, let me give you some information about it. As I said, it's 1 fluid ounce. It retails for $49. This foundation claims to be composed with 82% skincare formula and 97% natural origin ingredients. This is correcting and caring foundation creates a beautiful matte complexion instantly with results that last 24 hours. It's described as radiant and subtle It's described as radiant and subtle pigments that have combined to create 35 shades with buildable coverage in 3 undertones: neutral, warm, and cool, to match every skin tone. The range has been designed to complement the different shades of the Prisme Libre loose powder. I didn't know that. For the ultimate luminous matte finish. So I did review that powder already. I tried to check it out. The packaging is the same as the original. The only difference is this is frosted. Remember I told you in the video before, whenever they come out with a matte version, the bottles be frosted. Thought I didn't know what I was talking about, but I knew what I was talking about. So this is frosted. That's the only difference. The Givenchy logo. I like this package actually. I like the packaging is sleek. Not a lot of fuss and all that. It's just a sleek package. Nice Givenchy logo, black cover, frosted bottle, the name of the foundation right on this side. On the other side, Givenchy. No fuss. What I want to do is swatch these shades to see how they compare. I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand because I find whenever I try to swatch stuff with this robe on, I get foundation all over them, and I've already messed up a few of them. I'm trying to do that again. Looks like it has a thick consistency. Okay, so this is what this one looks like, and I want to compare that to the Skin Glow formula. This too has a thick consistency. So the shades look pretty close. I think the difference you're seeing is that this one right here, I have an arrow pointing. This one right here is the luminous one. So it looks a little bit like it may be a little bit of a difference. And I think that's because this foundation hasn't dried down yet. Once it dries down, I can see the two of them basically being the same. Now on the back of my hands, if you can see, they look a little bit dark, but I think they'll work for my face. I'm gonna start off with 2 pumps of this. That's what I'm starting off with. As I said already, the consistency is it's a very thick consistency. It's no secret that I do watch other people's videos before I do my reviews. I kind of want to see what the temperature is, what they're saying, what the brand says, and we kind of test that to see if we could trust any of them. My faves are the brand, you know. I understand that this foundation dries down quickly. I'm gonna blend this foundation out with this brush right here. This is my Sigma F47 Multitask Kabuki brush. Now this foundation here, oh, it is thick. The shade is okay. So this foundation here, one of the first things I noticed, because when I reviewed the original formula, I felt like it was lacking in the deep range. And when they came out with this, I was again looking for the brand to expand its shade range and provide more shades for people for deeper skin complexion. So the original one had 30 shades, and this one has 35 shades. And if you don't like fragrance, this isn't going to be for you. Just in case we end up doing a wear test, it is currently 158. If you are allergic to or just don't like fragrance, set this one out, because this has a lot of fragrance, just like the La Mer foundation. I don't understand why high-end and luxury, especially luxury brands, put so much fragrance in their products. This is a very pretty foundation. Currently, it's not giving me that matte finish. It does say that it's a luminous matte, so right now I'm okay with it. But as I was saying about the shade range, so I was looking for the brand to expand the shade range. The brand did. I'm gonna put a chart of it right here or right over here. So they expanded it, all right, but I would love for Givenchy to explain, make it make sense. Givenchy, how do you expand the shade range of a foundation and not one of the new shades be for deep skin? I'm waiting. I would think if you're gonna add 5 more shades to the line, then you would at least, at the very least, drop one of those new shades for a deep complexion. I would think at least one of the new shades would be deep. None of them are. I actually studied the chart in preparation for my video. This is, again, I guess it picks up where I left off on my La Mer video, where I talked about the companies that create luxury makeup, that they seem very reluctant to provide shades for people of a deeper complexion. My complexion is not the deepest when we're talking about Black women. We come in so many different beautiful shades of black. It's unacceptable for brands to say, I'm the standard of, we're inclusive. We have something that can work for you. Okay, but what about everyone else that are darker than me? Someone may ask why I review this. I'm going to continue to review it. It's the only way I can call them out is if I review it. I can't call them out if I'm not actually using my little platform to say to them, it's lacking. It's not just Givenchy. Givenchy is who we call into the map, who is on the floor today, but it's not just them. You know what I mean? Like, come on. This is a beautiful foundation. I don't know how matte it's gonna dry down, but it is definitely not giving me matte vibes. I like the shade because the shade covers the area right under here where I still have some hyperpigmentation left, but I'm gonna build it up a little bit more. It is a buildable coverage foundation, and I don't think you need a lot at all. I don't see where it dries down as quickly as some of the videos. All the videos that I watch, they said dry down quickly. I don't see where it dries down quickly. I think you do have some time to work, but that's just me. So if you are a little bit slower, then go ahead and put it on in sections. That's how much is left. So I think I used the pump. I have to tell you, I have to just do a double take to see if I put the right foundation, if I pump out the right foundation, because this, I'm gonna insert a clip if I can, but this is very much giving me the same type of finish as I got when I reviewed and when I wear the Caring Glow formula of this. Very, very lightweight. It's luminous to me. It definitely is not matte. Guys, I'm starting to doubt if I put the right, which foundation I put on. Is this one here? Is this one here? If you don't care for matte foundations because you don't like your skin to have that dried out look that some matte foundations can give, this foundation is definitely not giving that. This is definitely giving luminous. So they somehow managed to master luminosity while still being matte. Without it being set with powder, it's not giving me matte, and that's a good thing for someone like me who don't like a matte foundation but maybe looking for something for the summer months. I think that's the most when I wear matte foundations is during the summer months, because it's hotter outside and the foundation will break down. A more luminous foundation will break down and might also start to peek through quicker than they will with a matte foundation. So this is definitely giving me okay. So my face doesn't feel like it's a matte foundation. It doesn't feel too luminous, but I guess the best way I can describe it is my face feels how my face looks. That's the best way I can describe it, okay? I'm gonna move on to highlighting and concealing. I had taken out my favorite concealers of late, and then I was like, this is the hydrating concealer. I just love this concealer to death. So this is the concealer I've been killing. To highlight, I tend to go in with shade 500, which is closer to my foundation shade, and I go with 460 to brighten a little bit, and I contour using 555. I have my concealer on. I set my highlighted areas using my Laura Mercier loose powder in the shade Honey. You guys know I have discovered that. 2 years after I had it. Givenchy did say that this powder here works best with this foundation, so that is what I'm going to use. I can follow instructions. I don't mix all 4 shades together. The one downside to this, you have to make sure you press this in really good to get that their logo stamp off. I'm gonna bronze with this bronzing powder here from Ilia. I'm pretty sure I reviewed this powder already. I'm gonna use this new brush I found. Guys, you wanna see a skincare haul? I found that I had all kinds of boxes of products that were sent to me to be reviewed that I just didn't get a chance to review them. And I don't like the idea of bringing skincare products to you guys until I have had a chance to use it. And I don't mean just use it once or show it to you in a video. I'm using it once. I like to be able to actually wear it for a little bit and then, you know, see how it works so I can tell you if it's something good. This little brush from Rafa, I like to use it because it has a shape to contour the sides of my nose. It's shaped perfectly for that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and this is the look that I pulled together. The star of the show was this right here from Givenchy. The name of it is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skincare-infused Foundation. I have to tell you guys, I went back and I looked at my video from when I reviewed the Skincare Glow Foundation, the original one, and I really do like this. That one is very, very luminous. It's a glow foundation, so that's to be expected. This here is a very comfortable matte foundation, but it is not transfer resistant. It doesn't claim to be transfer resistant. This wasn't what I was going to wear. When I put on what I was gonna wear, like makeup just transferred all over it. But for right now, I like this. I think if you're looking for a matte foundation for this summer, this foundation is definitely something that I would recommend. All right, guys, I am back. The current time is 7:14, as you can see right here. I've had the foundation on since about 1:30, 1:45. So I've had it on for a minute. Unfortunately, this is the longest I'm gonna be able to go. I am feeling pain. I did quite a bit today. I've been up since about 6 o'clock this morning, so it's been a long day for me. I got some other work done in addition to filming the video. So I've had it on now, I want to say for a good 5 hours, going on 6 hours. And guys, I'm impressed with this foundation. I think this might have just become my favorite matte foundation in my collection, period. This foundation, it is holding up very, very well. The foundation looks absolutely stunning. It doesn't look like I have a matte foundation on. I am really, really impressed. The places where I'm going to get oiliest the quickest, my oils will pay us a visit right here, right around here. And right around here, I feel like I'm seeing a glow. It's not something that I would consider to be oily. If I looked at my face, I would not blot at this point. My skin doesn't look like it needs to blot. I feel like my skin looks absolutely beautiful. I feel like it looks healthy. It doesn't look, not on camera and not in person, it does not look like it's a matte foundation at all. This foundation was gifted to me for review. That has no bearing whatsoever on my opinion of this foundation or any other product that I received to review. My complaints with the foundation is the Givenchy expanded the shade range. However, they completely dropped the ball. Where the foundation needed more shades was in the deep, rich category. I consider my skin to be deep. And as I said before, I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna have it on the screen, I promise you, how many shades are darker than the shade that I have on. My skin tone is not the goal post to say you have something that someone whose skin tone is mine can wear, and then you claim that your foundation is inclusive. It's not. If you are on the fair, light fair, medium side, then this foundation you'll be able to find your shade with ease. If you are on the deep side, Givenchy completely dropped the ball. They did not understand the assignment. when they came out with this last year, the original foundation, which was the Skin Caring Glow Hydrating Formula, when they came out with that, there was 30 shades. So while 30 shades for a luxury brand is decent, there is definitely room for improvement in the darker shades, in the darker range. I'll put the chart of it on screen so you can see how it's distributed. So when they came out with this, yes, the shade range needed to be expanded, but they completely, in my opinion, they completely did not understand the assignment. So they added 5 more shades for people whose complexion is light, fair, and maybe tan, and completely left darker shades out. I don't know how, Givenchy, but please fix this. Originally, I had planned on setting my face with my Dior No Powder because that is a very light powder. I felt like, based on some of the reviews I saw, that this foundation was going to be extremely matte. For this particular foundation, the range has been designed to complement the different shades of Prisme Libre loose powder for the ultimate luminous matte complexion. That is exactly what I am seeing combining the two of these. Yes, the powder is a bit expensive, but I definitely feel like that powder is worth it. I love that powder. That powder works with every foundation I use. For the sake of blotting, we don't really need to blot, but for the sake of blotting, I'm gonna blot the areas right around my nose where we can see a little something something. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This is the Rougher number 30 brush. This is the brush that I use. I always, at the end, once I apply all of my products, I always go in with a finishing powder and buff everything in. That gets rid of any harsh lines or anything like that. So there's a little bit of product left on this. The product that's on this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. No additional product has been put on it. That's that. And now my face looks like I just applied this. Absolutely beautiful. I would grade this foundation a 9 out of 10. And the only reason why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is because the shade range. Guys, we have reached the end of today's video. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. Before you leave, please make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. That does help me here on YouTube. And if you are not yet a Bernie babe, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn that notification bell. That way you will be notified whenever I have any activities on YouTube, including in the community tab. I have been using that a lot more to communicate with you guys, so make sure you are checking that to see if there are any updates. Anything that I have to say, it's right in there, but you have to be subscribed. Until next time, guys, please be safe. Bye.
Something deep inside won't let me